Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel where we talk about how to break out of ugly mindsets and to develop and grow as an individual, and eventually will bring us to help us complete the will of God. Thy will be done. So today we are going to be talking about taking responsibility. I think that this is very important because in life it's very easy to victimize yourself, and it's very easy to put the blame on someone else, because when we realize what we've done or what we do, it can actually hurt our self-esteem and really break us into pieces, because it brings on shame, and they don't want their ego to be hurt when they realize that they're the reason for X, Y, and Z. It's important that we take responsibility for the way that we act, the way that we talk, the careers that we have, the friends that we have. This is all solely up to us. And if you're in any bad circumstances right now, it's important now that you're watching this video that now you can say, oh, well, maybe I'm not hanging around the right people, or oh, maybe I should start taking care of myself. Maybe, the body that I have is because of me. And it's important to first acknowledge it. That's all. That's the first step, is realizing it. There are things that you can't control. And I was gonna go on and make a list about how we can't control death, or we can't control if we get denied from certain situations. And I started to realize, even when those things happen, it's not a negative thing unless you allow it to be a negative thing. And here I wrote, life is life. When life occurs as it is, notice it happens for you and not against you. Time is not against you, time is your friend. Aging and maturity is a beautiful thing. Even with cheese or with wine, it's a beautiful thing. Same thing with humans. Time is your friend, there's no rush. That's okay, where you are right now, it's all right. Take responsibility for where you are. Life is not against you. Life happens for you. In the scripture, what does it say? And I'm saying this because I didn't want to mention it was scripture at first, because I think some people might look away, but consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, when you face many trials, when you face trials of many kinds, because it produces endurance. Because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work in you, so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything. Now there's a little bit more, but I want to just talk about that sentence, because in life, things happen for us. If there was something that you couldn't do to avoid a certain situation that you were in, it happened for you. That helped you to understand a certain type of culture that maybe you were against, or maybe now you're in a situation where you can see that, maybe doing X, Y, and Z really is hurting me or hurting people around me. Those situations happen to be, deemed as a revelation for you. There's so many things that could have happened from certain situations that you've gone through. And if you really sit back and you think, rather than sulking in, oh man, I didn't get this job that I wanted, or oh man, this guy doesn't like me, whatever it is, there is an opportunity to learn in that. And I think that you should always take that route. There's a positive and negative in everything. And you have to see what's actually happening for you, because it is the truth. And I'm going to give you an example of why you need to take responsibility and act appropriately in situations, okay? There's two men. Let's say there's Troy and Tom. And Troy and Tom are both looking for new jobs, right? They're both ready to go into the world. They just graduated college and they're looking for new positions. And they both apply to this position, and both of them get denied. They say they both went on an interview. They both worked really hard to get, they both got denied. And Troy says, I'm so mad. I never get, and don't ever use the word never too. That's like really bad for your thought process. But he says, I never get anything that I want, and I'm so upset and I'm so sad. I can't believe this happened to me. I don't even want to apply to any more jobs. And let's say he just sits and sulks for a week or two before he snaps out of it. Now Tom, he gets denied, and he says, oh, you know what? Maybe my resume wasn't as great as I thought, or maybe they actually found someone who had more experience than I did. Message them and say, hi, thank you so much for taking your time to meet me. What do you think I could have done to improve? Right? He's learning, right? He's taking the positive route for it. And they message him back and they say, well, actually, we didn't pick anyone. You'd actually be an excellent candidate for next year, but we actually found out that this position is going to be closed because we're actually dealing with some budget cuts because of COVID, right? Let's say that happened, okay? So now Troy is on the way and searching for more positions, and then he actually finds out that she actually sends him to a sister company or brother company, and now he said, I'm actually gonna recommend you to this place. And now he gets a position at this other place because he realized that the job that he wanted in the first place actually wasn't gonna give him the benefits and the income that he needed, and now he ended up getting it just by reaching out and being positive about that situation. Do you see how things turn out just by that simple action of what are you gonna do when you face hardships? His life completely changed, right? I really want to say that everything that you have in life is solely because of you. The way that you respond to people when you feel uncomfortable, it's really important to know that you are responsible for your life, right? And I think that we can all know this when we say that, we're going to pass, we're all going to stand in front of God, and God's going to say, what did you do? And he's going to show you every thought that you had, everything that you have. Now, of course, all this stuff takes time to be the person to build your character and what you want to be. But on that day, we're going to be held responsible for everything that we did. Whether it was something small of calling somebody a bad name, and now that person feels really bad and sad because they respected your opinion, and they feel really sad for years of their life, and you just messed with what they were supposed to do in their life. Of course, they should be taking it a different way, but everything that you do matters. From the time that you wake up, to the food that you eat, to the words that you speak, to the things that you don't do, they all have an effect on the person that you are and the people around you. Hey guys, so really quickly, I just wanted to add this too. In Matthew 12:36, it says, but I tell you that everyone will have to give an account on the day of judgment for every empty word they have spoken, or every idle word they have spoken. The 4 agreements are how important your words are, and they can almost act as curses for people. Putting such a negative thought into things. It is so important to use beautiful language and to uplift everyone. So be cautious of everything that you do. Take responsibility for everything you say. So I hope that this video helps you to look at everything that goes on in your life, look at your relationships, look at if you're disciplined, look at if you have these self-control things, look at all of it and really analyze yourself, because this is something that I have to analyze who you are and be honest with who you are. Say, am I actually in good shape, or do I actually have a positive mindset? Am I actually disciplined? And don't look at who you were when you were 7 years old or 13 or 16. Look at who you are now. And also, guys, just continue on in that verse. God says that he will give us wisdom. He will give us everything that we are lacking. So feel free to ask him anything that you are going through and you want to develop as a person. Ask God and he will give it to you, right? When people ask for patience, what do they get? Some hardships. Or when people ask for wisdom, God will provide that for you. He will find a way for you to do that. So did you build, did you grow? Are you actually the person that you say that you are? Are you actually the person that you want to be? Through continuous growth throughout our life. And it is important that we are continuously growing. By watching this video, I hope that this does help you grow and to help you to analyze yourself. Be candid, be honest with yourself, and say, I need to work on this. But the first part is acknowledging. So I hope you guys like this video. Please like and subscribe. I will be creating more videos. Stay tuned, put the bell notification on so you can see when I post, and I hope you guys have a great day.